Okay, the cover was specifically made so that people could see, feel, and also experience what can be done with mosaic when they want to buy something. So inside the pages are examples of what has been made. So can I flip it over? Sorry. Okay. The sideboard was done on not wood. I did not want to do it on some synthetic material, but this belonged to a young lady, and she designed what she wanted more or less, and from there I was able to do a complete sideboard. But what was interesting about it is that not one corner is the same. Everything was very freely done, as you will see. This was a table which was in South Africa, standing outside, used for barbecues. Those two plates of putting on to be able to do barbecues. And I took an example from a picture that I had on my computer to just fill in where it was possible. So it's a fill-in picture and designed just by explaining more or less that there was nature there. It's not a very good, I don't think it all came on top of each other. I don't know why is that. Anyway, this table, this top table, was done twice. On the right hand side, that was the original, which I wanted the gentleman to make a table to the base. These big pieces of glass are from a door from many years ago that broke. I collected the pieces and stuck them on, and they're stuck on a mirror which was in the bathroom, which wasn't very modest. So I asked the balabite, and we did this mosaic. So, and the second time round, it took me a whole year. I had to take apart the whole thing, but the door parts didn't move. So I had to stay with what the basis was, and from there, Hashem gave me an idea that this is going to have a message. The message is such. If we look, then we have got the Star of David in there, and then we also have the olive tree leaves in there, and then we have the dove down below. It became a part to remind us of the Holocaust, where the whole world was separated, and then Corona, and the whole world was separated again. And yet what stands and stood and will always stand is Israel. The top one was a request from a rabbi that I would make this in color, lots of color, with pomegranates. So you will see that both tables, they look a little bit different, but it's only because the light came in from underneath. And the table has got a bird which has gone onto the, sucking out the blossom, and the pomegranates are all around about with the sky. So when the light came in, it changed the whole texture from underneath. As you can see, it looks more like a tapestry. Okay. This was my first mirror that I did, the blue one. It went to my accountant as a thank you. It was an what do you call it, on a larson. It's on a slant. The whole frame, the roundabout, is all on a slant. It was not easy to do, but it was a very, very good experience. In South Africa, my sister asked me to do a frame, and I did this one. And if you can see, so I ran it inside because it was quite a wide frame. So I followed the roses into the frame itself. And again, that was another, every time it was a new experience, but every time it was a very, very special way to be able to learn how to get a response, how do you say, a result. This one was, it is 6 sides, as you can see. It is going inside. Octane? No, what's it called? The one is in and the other one is out. So what's it called, David? Maybe. Anyway, again, I just did this spontaneously. It went to my accountant, not my accountant, my bankier, as a thank you, and it turned out to be really a great challenge, because you could not work anything on a round. So it's lots of cutting. I cut all my stones. Every stone on this in my work is cut. take off the frame, and then I cut it into the shape that I needed. So there's quite a little bit of work involved in this preparation. And the bottom one was also a gift for a secretary of the hospital, and it was every time a challenge of colors, it was a challenge of design. This was done on a wooden frame, which was used for, my mom did oil paintings, so she took the canvas off and I used the frame. This was a frame also on a slant. It was for a young girl that was getting married, and I only used 3 colors in here actually, and if you will look, you will see that there's not one side is the same. I don't like doing the things all equally same, so every one of the mirrors has gone down that road. On this one I did 13 orchids, and every corner is different, and it was for a bride. Unfortunately the wall blended in too much with the mirror, but anyway, it came out like we had orchids. This one was a rabbi that asked me for this, and asked me Shemaim ve'ata haaretz, and so she wanted lots of water. So we did the water at the bottom and sky at the top, and a few bit plants on the side, and it fitted into her bathroom perfectly, even though it was the smallest bathroom I've ever seen. And these are what one would say one would put pots on the table. They were just really cut. I wanted them for Pesach, but he didn't cut them big enough, so I used them as that, and just its own designs, whatever I felt to do. Here I did the Levi and the jug, which was a symbol of the Levi tribe. And if there's anything else you would like to ask, this was for towels, hanging up drying towels and cotton rolls. And then this one was by the sink. It was an ugly stone thing that had been made, and I mosaiced it, and it became a very nice little for sponges. This was for a coffee cup, and it's done on natural wood, just a piece of natural wood cut out. And then this was a ceramics. It was a ceramic bowl, a brown one, and I had the idea, and I still have it. I'm going to be using all the splits. All the splits that I cut off around the tiles are gathered together in different colors. I've got about 12 trays already full, and want to make pathways with that. So I tried it out in here, and I glued it down the splits after I had made the roses, and then varnished it and put water on it, and it became a water feature. This was a request from my sister, and I put a little bird in there, and she's got her roses, and it's hanging on the wall. And then these were some of the name plates that I've made. As you can see, there's Levi, and there's Hadar, and this is Todah. This was done also on natural wood, and this is Berishi. This is Brarashi, sorry. This is for a young couple, and the same on that one. So that's this section. Now I have 2 more. One is a frame,